Redheads were gods. The more I look into the Anunnaki, the more I'm coming across things that suggest that they weren't all pale skin and blonde hair, but some with red or auburn hair. Have a listen to this. This is to do with the Incas.
There is a curious folk legend surrounding the origin of this fortress. It is said to have been built by a divine race of light-skinned, auburn-haired descendants of the god Viracochus.
And also, if you look at the elongated skulls, they seem to have auburn hair. And also on my video, who the real father of Jesus was, I actually go into the fact that I think Marduk may have had red hair, and Jesus is an offspring off of Marduk, possibly hybrid using genetics. That's on my Patreon page if anyone wants to go and watch it. Patreon.com/OurTrueHistory. I'm possibly the best researcher in the world, is what someone said. And the reason why they probably said that is because the videos that I do, I actually show evidence and I show things that no one else has ever come close to working out. And here's just some of them. I have connected the Book of Enoch ancient stone tablets to Stonehenge. I have shown who and what the carvings are of what looked like a helicopter and a spacecraft in Abydos in Egypt with evidence. I have given the answer to who was at Atlantis and what happened to it when no one else has done. I've given the only decent explanation of why the Nazca 28-kilometre mountain range had the top sliced off. The list goes on. I have created a 23-minute documentary on who Jesus' father was. No one's debunked any of this, by the way. I'm the only person that's worked out the 10 plagues of Egypt actually started in Israel with evidence. You guys have asked me to ask this lady who says that we actually have evidence of how they built the pyramids.
Completely ignoring the fact that, especially if you look at Egypt, we have records of how, specifically instructions of how they made the pyramids. We have super clear records of that kind of thing.
Yeah, one of the ancient wonders of the world that we don't have evidence of. So anyway, this is her website with her husband. Here it says, Megan Lewis is a trained Assyriologist, meaning that she knows more about ancient Mesopotamia than anyone but one true person truly should. Our aim is to provide reliable, accurate information. So I've sent her, just about to send a message to her saying, where the hell is this information saying how pyramids were built? Because literally no one knows except for her. So I'm just about to send it now. Sent. So there we go. Let's see if we can get the answers to something. Breaking news, more evidence that an advanced alien race actually created humans. So here they found a tablet 1,000 years older than Pythagoras. What's interesting is, yes, you guessed it, Pythagoras' theory, however you pronounce it, is on this tablet that's 1,000 years older. And this was from Babylon. So basically, we now have even more evidence that the ancient past is smarter than we are now, and yet scientists and archaeologists still basically go on and say, no, it was us, we were smart back then. Why can't they just look for a split second and say, hang on a minute, yes, the Anunnaki were real? Because guess where it is? Babylon. Guess where the Anunnaki were? Middle East, Babylon, Mesopotamia. So it all makes sense. One day they will catch on and start following me and learn our true history. This text is regarding a video that I'd done about the lady in the background who said that we know how to build the pyramids because we was left explicit instructions on how to build the pyramids. However, she doesn't obviously know what she was talking about, but this lady has come to the rescue and said go to Live Science and look at the ancient logbook. Now, I have actually done a video on the ancient logbook way back and explained exactly what it was, but let's look at what Live Science says. Basically, Live Science is, which, trust me, I don't like Live Science. If you want misinformation, there you go. But basically, it goes on to say that the blocks that were being moved down the Nile in the actual papyrus are for the pyramid, the Great Pyramid, the Khufu's. However, there was no mention whatsoever in the papyrus of the word pyramid. So all it was a logbook way later after the pyramids were built, saying that they was just moving blocks. That's all it was. Looky here, the Egyptians were so smart they built the pyramids or did they? Let's see how smart they were. So in order to mummify someone, it took 40 days to a few months. And in the process, they would remove various parts, lungs, brain, etc. So when someone dies, they mummified them so that they would be put in a tomb, so that the spirit or soul of that person would leave the tomb and go off to the afterlife. The problem is, why didn't the spirit leave straight away when the person died, not wait 2 months? So in other words, a spirit would say, although I'm connected with the brain and the brain's now been removed, I'm still going to hang around. I'm going to wait until it's totally embalmed and stuck inside a box with a lid on, and then I'm going to move from there to the afterlife. Is it me, or is this silly?